Hello everybody. Some of you may have seen some of the renovation videos towards the beginning and see how nasty the kitchen cabinetry and stuff was on the project. We have tried tons of things to try to cut through probably 30 years of caked on cooking oil and grease, and nothing has touched it until right now, and I'm going to reveal that product here shortly. But just to kind of run down through the list, I've tried TSP, I've tried mineral spirits, vegetable oil, purple power, simple green, lacquer thinner, all kinds of things that I had laying around, and nothing would touch the stuff. I've read a bit on the internet and I've watched a lot of videos, and those videos, they're not even dirty in my opinion. There may be a light film or something, but nothing like what you're getting ready to see here, and the example that I'm going to show you is not even the worst. But I was cleaning my wife's car the other day and got out my Meguiar's Hot Rims wheel and tire cleaner, and this is a great product and works great for cleaning wheels, and it says it's safe on clear coated wheels. They have different varieties of these, but this is the one I used. So I tested on the cabinet door and it starts eating through it right away. It does take a little bit of scraping and scrubbing, but nothing like we were dealing with before. So I am going to do a demonstration on this, and this is a product that I have found has worked extremely well for us. Now, it doesn't seem to disturb the finish on the cabinets that we're dealing with, but buyer beware. There are different cabinets, different finishes and things like that, so if you do need something this aggressive to try to cut through the muck and the grime, try it in a spot, indiscriminate spot, and see if it's going to disturb the finish before you go full tilt with it. Now, this is obviously a product that you should probably use gloves and whatnot. I'm not going to. I'm not going to be in it that long, and I've had plenty of enough chemicals on me throughout my life, and I still don't have a third limb. So at this point, let me show you what we're doing and show you how it works. Alright, well, here's a shot of one of the bottoms of the cabinet doors where it likes to collect a lot of garbage. And here's a piece of trim, and you can see how tasty that is. This is what we're dealing with, and like I said, this is one of the better ones out of the bunch. I typically start with the hardest things to clean, so I feel better when I get to the easier ones. On a lot of them, you couldn't even see this profile in here. It had that much on it. So I'm going to go ahead and put some on. Just like that, and just kind of work it around a little bit with my finger. And I'm going to let this soak for just a minute, but I don't know if you can see that it's already breaking that stuff down that quick just with my finger. So I'll get in here with a toothbrush as well and just kind of scrub a little bit. And on the heavier stuff, on the heavier doors, kind of like that, I would use one of these plastic type scrapers or some kind of a plastic. And after this stuff starts loosening up that grease, which is almost instantaneous, you can kind of come in and dig out sections of it to kind of help it out. You can see what I got off there. I mean, it's gross. I'm not going to deny that. So just by doing this little bit right here is already taking most of it off. And if it's really, really bad, you might come in with a little piece of fine abrasive, maybe like a steel wool, but be careful if you're trying to preserve your cabinets. These are going to get a new coating on them, so I'm not too concerned about that. And I don't really have water here with me, but I do have a damp rag. But you probably want to wear gloves. This stuff will kind of wrinkle your fingers up pretty good. And on some of these profiles, you kind of need to get in and dig them out with a scraper. So there's still a little bit in there. I'm just trying to do this quick and dirty just to show you how effective it can be. I mean, you still have to work at it a little bit, but nothing like we were experiencing. And there you go. How about that? Okay, I'm going to do a quick shot on this molding here, about half. Like I said, I'm just putting it on and just kind of let it start doing its thing. Hopefully you can see just from the squirting of that how it's starting to break that down. And I'll go ahead and do a little scraping to get some of it off. This is kind of an OG profile, so there's a lot of crannies in it. You can see all that right there, it's getting already. You know, you might have to do it 2 or 3 times, but just keep doing it and we'll get it super clean. I can tell it's still a little tacky, but that was just the first application. Put a little more on there. I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some super fine steel wool. Try to get down in the little crevices. Just that quick. And you certainly want to rinse this stuff away the best you can. How's that for super fast and super easy? It's gone. Alright, here's a close-up shot of the section of the door I was working on. I just did that down and dirty, but hopefully you can see the difference and how little effort I actually put into it to get a marked, appreciable difference. I need to dig a little bit more and maybe do another application and spend a little bit more time with it, but that product works amazing. And here's a quick shot of the piece of trim. You can see how gross and nasty this is, and in that short amount of effortless time it turned into this. It's actually become reflective again, and it did not seem to disturb whatever little bit of finish is on here. It's not super thick anyway, but this is just an idea when you run into something that is this nasty. Like I'd noted before, most of the things I'd seen people cleaning did not look like this. This is in an investment property that we purchased, and like I'd said, I don't think it had been cleaned since day one, and the house is somewhere around 30 years old as a guess. So just some information. Do your homework, do your research. You can look up the MSDS on this Meguiar's product if you're curious about ingredients or whatnot. I'm not going to tout them here, but it's just an idea on something you might try in an inconspicuous spot to see if you can get results that effortlessly and quickly as we are. So I just thought I'd share this out there on something I discovered. I hope this helps someone in some way. Thanks for watching, and good luck.